Hi everyone! So today I wanted to talk about spirit animals. And I know this is a hot topic because a lot of people want to know their totem animal or their power animal. And I want to tell you first off that I believe, in my personal opinion, that animal guides are the easiest to connect with since they are closest to the earthly plane. And I have found in my experience that they are easy to connect with. And what I also want to talk about in this video is not only, spirit animals and the types that I have, but I also want to talk about not disrespecting the spirit animals. Just because you don't get what you think you should doesn't mean that the animal that comes to you is not for you. Doesn't mean that you did it wrong. Because in my personal opinion, there's no such thing as doing intuitive work wrong. So I will take an example of myself. Literally last night, I was setting an intention with a friend of mine that we were going to remember our dreams and so that we could discuss them today. And actually, this friend is going to be on here soon. I'm hoping to get her on here with me within the next week or so. So yay! But anyway, back to the topic on hand. And I didn't remember. I remember the dream, but the important thing that I want to express to you is the animal that came through, which was a turkey. And I'm thinking, a turkey. And, as soon as I woke up, I just thought, look up turkey, look up turkey, look up turkey. So I did. I went on Google and I found spirit animal turkey. And, the first thing kind of thoughts through my mind is, why a turkey of all things, Is a turkey really that good of an animal? Do I really want a turkey? And you kind of think of the physical characteristics of it here in the physical world. And you're kind of like, oh, well, turkey's not that smart. Oh, well, turkey's not really that fast. Oh. And you just kind of think about it and you're like, I don't know if I really want this spirit animal. But, to my surprise, turkeys are really awesome spirit animals to have, or they bring a great message. And the message the turkey brought for me was one of abundance, which, of course, I am thrilled about. I was like, yay, abundance. And it's about, the earth itself, and being connected to the earth and having those desires met, which also corresponds with the root chakra. Now, after looking it up, I did feel kind of bad. I was like, oh, I was kind of thinking bad, not nice things about you, turkey, that I didn't really want you as a spirit animal. But now I see and I'm like, oh my gosh, turkey, please come all you want. Bring on the abundance. So I don't want you to go into meditation and be like, okay, I want to meet my spirit animal. I want to meet my spirit animal. And then let's say, for example, you get a frog, or you get a toad, or you get a snail, or you get a salmon, or you get, whatever other animal you can think of. And you're like, oh, I don't want this. Go look up the meaning before you start judging. And before you even look up the meaning, feel it from the inside. For a very long time, I was the person who I could see things, but I would never connect with that energy. I would never try to see what it meant for me. And I would constantly go outside myself and be like, well, what does this mean? What does this mean? And asking other people. And, other people can give you, yes, a generalized view of it. But you're the only one who's going to know what it means for you. And that is the key here. Because spirit animals are drawn to you for a reason. Now, they may have just a lesson for you to learn, and, they'll come in, they'll help you learn the lesson, and then they're gone. Or they may be a guide for you. And if you don't respect the guide, then obviously it's not going to want to work with you if you're not going to be respectful of it. If you're like, oh, I got a salmon. Oh, great. You don't know what the salmon may mean. It could be something really awesome, like a turkey, bringing you abundance. And for me, yes, I have 4 spirit animals. And, the first guide I ever connected with was my wolf guide. And for me, he kind of like flashed up in my face, scared me. I wasn't ready for it. But I'm really happy that happened. Because that's the kind of guide he is. He's there. He's kind of like my introducer to the other guides. And, for me, the wolf means teacher, which is what I do now. This is what I'm doing for you. I'm trying to help and teach all of you how to connect with, different angels, spirit guides. And then I also do that in my waking life as a teacher at a daycare. So not only do I do teaching here, I also do it in my other portions of my life. I always find myself teaching. And then I also have a guide. I also have a hawk guide who helps me see. And I don't mean see as in psychically see. I mean as in see things from a higher perspective. Not always looking at things at face value, helping me see it higher. I also have an owl guide who does help me with my clairvoyance, which is my psychic sight. And it's also a protector though. And one of the other meanings I found for it is prosperity. And I was like, prosperity. But I didn't feel that's what it was bringing. For me, the owl brings forth my clairvoyant ability and protection. And then I also have a crane guide who helps me with joy. It's my joy guide. But it's also a shapeshifter. It's changed shapes before. So, what I want to really impress upon you is don't judge your animal. Connect with it. See what it has for you. See what kind of lessons. Is it going to be there for a while, or is it an in and out kind of one? And you can find tons of meditations on YouTube for it, how to find your spirit animal, and just go with the one that best calls to you. Now, that's all the information I have on spirit animals at this time, and I would really love to know some of your spirit animals. Bye.